in the buy on counter.
I'll bet anything this is the key to Sky's little private room.
Sorry, darling, just some papers and files I had to go through. Nothing important, but have to be done.
A little house cleaning.
Mm-hmm. It makes me feel accomplished.
Oh, but you are accomplished in so many ways.
You are a saucy wench. Come here.
You better let me help you finish packing or you'll never get out of here.
Well, much as I hate to see you go, I've got about half a dozen things in the works. And if I don't take care of them, I'm not going to have any free time tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, didn't I tell you? I'm getting married.
You're kidding. Well, fancy that.
And now, you are banished, much as I hate the idea.
Okay, just let me finish packing a few things.
Oh, not that suit. I'm going to be wearing that today.
This suit is so heavy for this time of year, don't you think? Maybe you should wear your silk gray shirt, yeah?
Anything that the bride wishes. You know, I had no idea that you were so domestically inclined. You really are a woman of many talents.
Yeah, I think so.
Of Night is brought to you by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking. And by Comet, the cleanser that disinfects as it cleans.
Susan Lane and her daughter Carrie often fool people.
Mom looks so young, people think we're sisters. Even her hands look young, similar to mine.
Showing fabrics as I do, I want my hands to look good. So I take care of them. And I use a mild dishwashing liquid, too.
She uses Ivory Liquid, and so do I.
Because you're never too young to take care of your hands.
It's never too soon for Ivory Liquid. Feel the softness of Ivory Liquid. It's mild, helps care for hands. It helps hands stay young-looking.
Even the suds feel soft.
Yet nothing gets dishes cleaner than Ivory Liquid.
It cleans really well, but mainly I love the mildness. And I want to keep my hands looking young, like Mom's. I think I've got a real good start with Ivory Liquid.
Get mild Ivory Liquid because young-looking hands are worth holding on to.
Could you make a food stain that's too tough for any cleanser?
Yes.
Comet challenges Sharon Williams' cleanser to clean the worst stain she can think up. First, she rubbed in blueberries. Then, hot tea.
There's no way that stain's going to come out.
She added grease and pot marks.
Let's compare your cleanser to Comet.
It's incredible. I can't believe it. The Comet got the sink really clean. I'm really impressed. I didn't think it would do it. There's no comparison. Comet is definitely better.
Comet does clean better, and we want you to prove it. Buy one Comet. If you prefer Comet's cleaning, we'll mail you $1 worth of Comet coupons. If not, we'll mail you 50 cents. You can't lose. Look for details in the required certificate at your participating store. Prove it yourself. Comet cleans tougher stains better.
It's a great breakfast, Nancy. It's a lot better than cold pizza like before.
Very funny.
I'm going to give you both bread and water. Good discipline.
I don't need it.
That's what you think. What's your day like, Nancy?
Well, I expect it's going to be rather busy around the office. And then I'm going to be doing some shopping for the wedding tomorrow. Just some little things that I need.
How about lunch?
Oh, yes, I'd like that. And there's something else that I'm going to be doing.
Like what?
I'm going to the county jail.
What for?
I want to try and see Dr. Bryson.
Well, I'm not so sure. That's a good idea. If I were you, I wouldn't do it.
No, I don't think it's a good way to spend the afternoon either.
Well, why don't you think it's a good idea?
Well, it seems to me that all it can do is just revive a lot of very unpleasant memories. And frankly, I don't think you should put yourself through it. Besides, Bryson has refused to see every other visitor. Do you really think he'll consent to see you under the circumstances?
No, I'm not sure he will see me, that's true. But I just have a feeling that I should try Mike. It's because of Valerie. She's heartbroken that he won't see her. And she doesn't know why he won't see her, so I just thought I might be able to persuade him otherwise. I mean, after all, she is his daughter. It isn't as though she's a stranger.
I don't know, Nancy. Putting yourself through all that just for Valerie's sake?
Do you think that Bryson is keeping quiet just to protect Valerie or to protect himself?
No, I don't think there's any question he's trying to protect her. After all, he is relatively safe in jail.
That's what Cliff Nelson thinks also. What Bryson fears most is the danger to his daughter.
Well, in that case, I don't think that Bryson should talk to Val at all.
Let well enough alone?
Definitely.
Well, actually, your view and mine don't really matter. Officially, we can't let a criminal act go unpunished just because he fears some sort of reprisal against his daughter or himself.
Yeah, look, I know it's a tricky situation, Mike, but I just don't think that Valerie should see him. I think that she needs some kind of protection.
I think what she needs right now more than anything else is her father. I mean, just some sign from him, just to know that he loves her and that he needs her.
I really like your style, Nancy. All right, if you feel that it will help Valerie, give her some peace of mind. Go ahead. If anyone can persuade Bryson, I imagine it would be you.
Well, I just feel I have to, Mike. He may not see me. I know you'll understand. I really just have to try.
Come in.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. And what brings you here so bright and early this morning?
Oh, well, I'm here on business. And, I mean, business.
Something about my father.
Oh, no, there's nothing new in that area, but I'm working on it. Don't worry. I came here because this is Monticello's newest and best salon of photography, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, is this not the place in which I can get my picture taken?
It is.
Then I am ready and willing, nay, I should say eager to face the lights and the camera. I, of course, shall provide the action.
Cliff, Mr. Crown isn't here now. He's not going to be back till this afternoon. I can make an appointment for you, though.
Valerie, you are a photographer, aren't you? And I'm sure you're twice as pretty as Mr. Crown. You probably take better pictures than he does, too.
All right, if you're willing to settle for second best. Sit on the lower stool. Now, tell me what this is for. I assume you want a formal portrait.
Very formal. The Bar Association is featuring me on this month's cover of their magazine. Sort of like a tourney of the month kind of thing. So it should be formal, serious, but not unpleasant. You know, handsome. But not pretty. Maybe amusing. No, we don't want too much levity. You know, I think maybe you should focus that light a little lower so that you could contrast the serious, deep-set eyes against the fun-loving dimple on my chin. Just make me look the way that I am, huh? Handsome. Attractive. Devilish.
You are full of yourself this morning, aren't you?
Well, shouldn't I be?
I guess so. That's quite a compliment. To be chosen for the cover of the Bar Association magazine. What's it called?
The Bar Sinister.
Come on.
Oh, really? That's its name. I know. It's a very strange name, but it's a very important magazine. It's read in St. Louis, Chicago, New York. Bet you Draper will even see it over in Europe where he's traveling. You know, you're very pretty when you're so intent on your work.
Well, I'm quite serious about it, Cliff. And the studio's gotten very busy very quickly, so there's a lot to do.
Well, what about your social life? I mean, you must get bored with the same dull routine of parties and weddings and confirmations. I bet you there could be more interesting and exciting things you could do with your days or nights.
No, raise your chin a little.
Oh, which one?
Either will do.
I said there could be more interesting things you could do with your days and nights. Have dinner with me. French food, candlelight, wine, sparkling conversation. I'll pick up the tab. What more could a girl ask?
Nothing, really.
What, you mean you'll do it?
Hi, Val.
Curses, foiled again.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Cliff. What are you doing here?
Maneuvering.
What?
I'm having my picture taken. Can't you see that?
Kyle!
I'm having my picture taken. Now leave us alone, will you? There's an artist at work here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, there we are. I think you should have something out of these you can use.
Great.
Now, the proofs will be ready about 6 if you want to pick them up then.
Oh, terrific. I'll pick him up at 6, when I pick you up, huh? Really, it'll be an unforgettable evening.
Well,
Oh, you can't say no. You forget, I'm a homeless orphan.
In that case, I guess I'll see you at 6, huh?
Mrs. Boggio, how would you like to pick up $100?
I'd love to pick up $100.
Well, it's right in here. Along with 5,000 mosquitoes.
I am going to be eaten alive if I stick my hand in there.
Well, we thought of that. So we got you a can of Off. It has the strongest mosquito repellent money can buy. There's a lot of mosquitoes. They look...
But it works. It works. Not one mosquito bit me.
You're kidding. Get Off.
It works.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I got an appointment at the DA's office. Oh, thank you. My car is a real stickler for punctuality. Well, Valerie, I'll see you at 6 o'clock then. Bye, Kelly. It was nice seeing you. I wish I could stay around and enrich your life, but I've got to depart now. Victorious. Friday, schöne Götter funken,
You know that guy. I mean, is he always like that?
That's what I'm told. He's a pretty funny, festive type of guy anyway. Actually, but beneath that clown exterior is a very shrewd lawyer.
Well, that's comforting. He's helping me with some legal problems about my father.
Yeah, I know.
Kelly, I really enjoyed bumping into you yesterday and meeting Jody Travis. It was very nice of you to ask me to join you.
Hey, it was very nice of you to join us.
I wasn't intruding?
No, not at all. In fact, it's a good thing you came along when you did. It helped pull Jody out of the doldrums.
She doesn't seem like a very happy girl, does she?
She's carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders right now. She's awful terrified of letting a whole bunch of people down if she's not successful.
Is she afraid of letting you down?
No, not really. The person she's really afraid of letting down is Gavin Wiley. She wants and needs his approval for everything. Well, look, I see that you're busy, and I was on my way to the TV studio. I just thought I'd stop by and say hi.
But did you stop by for any particular reason?
It seems kind of pointless now.
What?
I was going to ask you if you were free for dinner, but obviously you're not.
Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry. But that's so nice of you. I'd like to do it some other time, soon.
Sure. Oh, you're busy. I gotta go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Crown Photo Studio.
May I speak to Valerie Bryson, please?
This is she.
I'm Graham Armstrong. I represent an international photo company.
Yes, Mr. Armstrong. How can I help you?
Well, I was wondering if I might take a few minutes of your time. If possible, I'd like to drop by the studio and talk to you about a business proposition.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Armstrong. Mr. Crown, the owner, isn't in right now, but I can have him return your call if you'd like.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't made myself completely clear. It's not Mr. Crown I wish to speak to, it's you.
Well, are you sure? I mean, I just started working here. I'm only his assistant.
Yes, I'm quite sure. Now, if it is convenient, I'd like to come by and talk to you.
The Wake Up America Show, Bob Starr saying rise and shine. The Wake Up America Show, Bob
If Bob Starr doesn't get up, nobody gets up. He depends on Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener. No other soap refreshes like Coast with its exhilarating scent. No soap has bubblier lather. Coast brings you back to life.
The Wake Up America Show, Bob Starr saying rise and shine, everybody, all you sleepyheads out there. Get up, wake up.
Bring yourself back to life with Coast, the eye-opener.
I supervise the Stewart family savings. Not easy, because I want what's right for my family. And that means quilted Pampers for Andy. I've tried almost every diaper made. You know, for the same money, you just can't buy a drier diaper than Pampers. Look, Pampers lining is quilted. It helps keep wetness away from baby's skin.
Andy,
If your mom could make diapers, she'd make Pampers.
Quilted Pampers. For the same money, you can't buy a dryer diaper.
Hey, your folks got a new set of wheels.
Come on! We brought you something.
Puritan oil?
Puritan is part of our diet to fight cholesterol.
And it makes food taste great.
I use corn oil. Puritan has more polyunsaturates than corn oil. It also looks lighter. Tastes lighter.
Delicious. You young folks really know what's cooking.
Puritan, a delicious part of your diet to fight cholesterol.
Oh, boy, I'm exhausted. I hate moving.
Well, here. You let me take this. You just sit down there and rest yourself.
Did you see how far they've come with all the preparations?
Yeah, but of course. They really have made terrific progress, haven't they?
Well, as soon as they finish the flowers and the decorations and all the people get in there, we are going to knock Monticello right on their ear.
Is that what you want?
Mm-hmm. It's exactly what I had in mind.
Well, then, that is what you shall have. It will be a magnificent day just for you.
For us. You know, we've been so busy with the wedding, we haven't talked about our honeymoon. Where are we going to go?
Yeah, look, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. It looks as if we're only going to have about 5 or 6 days that belong to us. I mean, there's just going to be a lot of business waiting for me for when I come back. Now, I had hoped that you would understand.
5 or 6 days.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll just do it another time. We'll do something simple, like a trip around the world, okay?
You know, you're taking it a lot better than I would have expected.
Hey, I have you. I have this house, and I have everyone in Monticello envious of me. I have everything I want.
That's what you want? In that order?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, we'll do the honeymoon another time. I think I just want to settle into this house and become a proper Whitney.
Well, not proper all the time, I hope.
I'll try to be improper whenever possible.
Well, where do you want me to put this, Mr. Whitney?
In my study here.
Why do you have to lock all that stuff up all the time? I mean, what's so secretive about what's in those boxes?
Well, as a matter of fact, it is something for a female acquaintance of mine. You see, my dear, I am keeping secrets from you.
What?
In that box is a surprise for you.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Well, now, if I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? So you can plead with me and wheedle, but you're not going to get it until tomorrow. And I'm going to make you give me a solemn vow that you won't peek.
All right, I promise I won't peek. I mean, you know me, I wouldn't want to ruin a surprise. I wouldn't do a thing like that.
Hi, Mike. I know. I'm 8 minutes late.
11 minutes late?
Well, actually, I was here 3 minutes early, but you know, the elevators down in the lobby are so slow.
Okay, Cliff, what's in your mind? If it's about the Gregory case, I thought we had an agreement.
Well, actually, it was about the Gregory case before, but now I've got a better idea. Only take 5 minutes of your time.
You've got 5 minutes.
It's the Bryson case.
What about it?
Well, it's like this, Mike. I know that you want to find out information about Dr. Bryson, about what he was doing in Europe. That's why he gave Draper that fabulous job, jet-setting around from Paris to Rome to Switzerland, all paid for by the district attorney's office.
More or less.
Incidentally, that reminds me, you know, that's left me without a law partner. I mean, I got to handle that whole office by myself, alone. I mean, there's only so much that one man can do, despite his abilities. You know, I have 25 cases to handle.
Cliff, why don't you just hire somebody to fill in for Draper until he gets back?
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Well, I'm sure the thought would have occurred to you, eventually. Now, how about getting back to the purpose of your visit?
What purpose?
Would the name Bryson help?
Oh, right, the Bryson. Well, as you know, well, actually, because of you, I'm helping Valerie Bryson in this. And I've come upon an idea that I think would be able to help you and Draper and the CIA and the FBI and everybody in the Bryson case. Well, I thought it would be a good ploy for me to go underground, undercover, as it were. You know what I mean? Like like, find out information from Valerie. You know, what better source than the guy's own daughter? Pretty inventive, isn't it?
Oh, it's inventive, all right. But as you know, I've met Valerie Bryson myself, and I don't think she has any knowledge about her father's past that would be helpful to us. Besides, I recommended you as her counsel. Now, what does that make you?
A double agent.
And an unethical cad.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't. Well, you mean I can't date Valerie Bryson and charge her to the district attorney's office?
I'm afraid not, Cliff.
Well, then, I'll just have to spend my own money. See you, Mike.
Goodbye, Cliff.
Miss Bryson?
Yes.
We spoke on the telephone earlier this morning. I'm Graham Armstrong.
Oh, of course, Mr. Armstrong.
How are you?
Please, sit down.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a nice little studio you have here.
Thank you. We've just opened, you know.
Yes, I know.
Mr. Armstrong, I have to admit, I'm still puzzled about your call. Are you sure it's not Mr. Crown that you want to see?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You see, I represent an international photo service. You see, we supply photographs to many different companies, both here and abroad. Newspapers, news services, television, film industry, and so forth. Well, right now, we're looking for experienced photographers to represent us in Europe. Preferably young, energetic, and with experience of European locations and some experience of the languages.
It sounds like a very exciting job.
Now, Miss Bryson, look, I have no wish to pry in terms of salary, but I guarantee you that whatever you're earning here at Crown Studios, my company will multiply by 10. Now, beyond salary, and more important in terms of your future, you're going to be receiving an international reputation.
Mr. Armstrong, how can you possibly be offering me this job? You don't even know my work.
On the contrary, your work's not entirely unknown in Europe. Besides, my superiors were so impressed, they've sent me here with this offer while I'm in the country.
It's very kind of you and extremely flattering. Well, I have spent so many years in Europe. I'm back now in what I consider my home. I have family here, and I have this job. I really have no intention of making a change now or in the near future. That's very definite.
I see. Well, then the loss is ours. But before you make up your mind definitely, perhaps you will reconsider, and well, if that time comes, I'm going to leave you with my card.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
When Mrs. McKinley brought home new improved Tang instant breakfast drink, orange juice got squeezed out because the little McKinleys prefer new Tang. In fact, in a taste test, kids picked new improved Tang over the leading brand of orange juice. And Tang still has a full day supply of vitamin C in every glass.
Where's the Tang?
Here, dear.
You saved some.
It wasn't easy.
Kids agree. New improved Tang tastes so terrific it squeezes out the leading orange juice.
Beef and gravy.
All my boys love beef and gravy. But I had a hard time pleasing Sam here. Now I can, because Gravy Train dog food is all new, and boy, is it different. Old Gravy Train made good gravy. New Gravy Train makes it faster. A thick, real beef gravy, a lot like my homemade. Delicious, and not soggy either. Now all my boys get a real beef gravy meal.
Now get this special trial size bowl of new Gravy Train at your grocer's. Try it.
Tonight at 7:30, Gloria's afraid that she's the dumb blonde in Mike's life when he spends time with his intellectual school friends on All of the Family. Then at 8, Bing Crosby stars in the heartwarming tale of a young priest determined to help his new parish in the Academy Award-winning movie Going My Way.
Okay, Sky, so, tell me more about this little surprise.
Raven, I told you not to try to wheedle the information out of me because you won't. I'm not going to tell you.
Well, is, it bigger than a bread box?
Enough! Out, woman! But first a kiss.
All right. You don't have to show me your little surprise until tomorrow.
I won't.
And I have a surprise for you. And you're going to love it because it's very special.
Well, terrific.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Gunther, what is it?
You asked me to remind you when you was due to time to meet with your attorney.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. I've got to go. You know, it just occurred to me, with all the stuff that I've got to do, I may not see you before the ceremony.
I don't know if I'll survive.
You better.
It's a wife's privilege.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you.
Everyone loves French's, the one and only Sunshine Mustard.
Please don't take my sunshine away. Delicious.
Tomorrow night at 8, Clark Gable and Charles Lawton star in the Academy Award-winning classic tale of the cruel Captain Bligh and his mutinous crew in Mutiny on the Bounty. Stay tuned now for Three's Company, next on Channel 48.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Bark, bark, bark! Did you know Town & Country Shop in Lansdale has closed its doors, and these doors will remain closed until 5 p.m. tonight for a special 6-hour sale. Man-size recliner slashed to $88. Early American bedroom reduced to $389. Colonial or contemporary living room dropped to $277. 6 hours only tonight, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Town & Country Shop, Lansdale, PA, 855-6866. This will be the largest furniture sell-off ever in Town & Country's history. Bark, 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 bark.
Let's start